Our meta is sick right now. Valve have done an excellent job curating the game so that most of the bullshit is fixed. Matches are exciting, the top level is riddled with insane rosters, and incredible results from each region. CSGO is extremely fun to watch, and a lot of it has to do with the threat of insane pistol plays. That being said, there are thousands of moments daily that players feel ripped off, getting running spammed or one-tapped by a pistoling player they didn't even see, and yet Valve have decided to leave pistols alone. To me, the reason must be, and this may be conjecture, but I want to assume that having the threat of eco round conversions keeps the game exciting to watch, especially in the second and third round. It might sound like a stupid reason to harm the integrity of the game, but many mature members of the community understand that because we all want to be a thriving esport with millions of eyes on our game, that keeping the game exciting to watch is important. I won't be arguing against that. What I will be arguing is that slowing down a pistoler's movement speed and acceleration is an amicable solution that will upkeep a fair, fun, and exciting to watch meta without anyone really feeling powerless in a round. Right now, playing against pistols is one of the only remaining downsides about CSGO's meta. They're cheap, they sometimes do more damage to armored opponents than weapons that are over 4 times their price, and are accurate enough that we find ourselves losing fights to them all the time when we feel like we shouldn't. And sometimes you did whiff, but that doesn't invalidate the overall sentiment of the community that pistols are way too good for their price. The community is right on this, 100%.
Oh god, pistols are so broken, I love it.
I'll go as far as to argue that even with $1,000 to spare, buying a 5.7 armor and nade set is better than buying a FAMAS armor set in virtually any situation. The first reason is that a 5.7's accurate range is only 64 units worse than a FAMAS, which is abysmal in practice. FAMAS is pretty trash at range anyway because it has such a high fire rate for its mag size that you can rarely get more than 1 kill before you feel uncomfortable looking for another. Further, it does more damage to head armored opponents to both their head and their chest, meaning that players who have good aim or a better chance to kill get the kill every single time. This is an extremely relevant problem because every player at the top level has a tricky little off angle at every choke point that they've used hundreds of times that's works versus rifles. Also, because you can't peek as fast or run and shoot the FAMAS, the benefits of having automatic fire and better ability to kill at range are cheapened. Now here are all the ways that you can balance pistols from worst to best. Number 1, we could change reload time. But let's be real, it's not the second mag that's the problem. Number 2, we could change recoil. Since this is a mechanic that can be mastered though, it does increase the skill ceiling, but wouldn't affect anyone at the top level, which I personally think should be focused on. Another thought is to alter the rate of fire. However, although the Tech 9 can shoot quickly, it's not a good blanket solution when P250s can still kill you before it's humanly possible to react. I think this is the real problem, which leads me to accuracy/running accuracy. This is a big one and most commonly proposed, so let's talk about this one for a second. One problem with nerfing accuracy is because bullets won't go exactly where you aim, you can unintentionally reward bad aim or force people to stand completely still if you make it inaccurate enough. Now my opinion is that this is a really bad idea fun-wise to have people completely stationary when shooting pistols, and I think it goes against the goal of keeping the game exciting to watch. I also don't think the problem is specifically that they are moving in the first place, but more so that they are moving too quickly and therefore are harder to shoot. Also, with the damage tacked on, even if you have good enough aim, you will just die to peeker's advantage or get instantly headshotted at certain distances. So that puts damage as the second best possible change. Now you might be wondering, idiot Launders, how is it not the best possible change when $300 to $500 pistols can one-shot and $2,000 to $3,000 rifles can't? And to that I understand. To be honest, if this was changed, we'd probably be in a better place. But I actually don't think this is the very best way to nerf pistols for one specific but highly common circumstance. The absolute most annoying situation in CSGO is when you're holding an angle and a pistoling player comes flying around the corner and headshots you before it's humanly possible to react. Yes, and that sucks, but a lot of times you get two-shot just as quickly and can't react, and still get really, really mad. Decreasing damage does remove these one-off situations where a pistoler hits first bullet to the head for free, but what if that very easy second shot to the body could be balanced without messing up damage values completely? What if move speed and acceleration were changed so that you could actually have the opportunity to react to a person that walked up to an angle, ready to swing wide on you with perfect crosshair placement? What if you, the player with equally good positioning, reaction time, and a way more expensive weapon, could get that bullet in first? Slowing down the game slightly is a good idea. Valve have actually chipped away at move speed across the board, nerfing off-peak acceleration and tying acceleration to the weight of your weapon. Both contentious, but ultimately really good changes that I feel have led to the awesome to watch and play CS that we have now. Less randomness, less peeker's advantage, and less pre-fire abuse. I think it's the best change. Avoiding these exploits is the key to fun and consistent and less annoying gameplay for all levels, and it also helps reduce the impact of ping online. I think reducing max pistol movement speed and corresponding acceleration by an additional 5 to 10 units per second would have a hardly noticeable but still significant impact on duels, leaving the game more fun and fair at the end of the day.